Nebraska state officials have reported an increase in phone calls made concerning crisis and suicide intervention. But crisis responders say that Lifeline awareness efforts are working. 1011 Chanel Taylor McCarthy spoke with officials and responders about the increase.
The Department of Health and Human Services says right now 988, the Suicide and Crisis Lifeline, is already seeing a 14% increase in calls from last year. But what's causing this spike in crises, or do the numbers account for something else entirely? Lincoln Police Department says since May 2024, they have received nearly 15,000 mental health related phone calls. Public Information Officer Erica Thomas says they had an uptick in calls that were transferred to 988 Suicide and Crisis Lifeline. Thomas stating in an email in part, it has increased in utilization as more people are aware of the program and the transfer capabilities we can provide if law enforcement is not needed. She added that the department responded to over 4,000 mental health investigations and almost 400 suicide attempts, 100 of which were alongside the organization's Centerpoint as part of their new co-responder unit partnership. Centerpoint also receives crisis calls to their center in addition to transfer calls from 988.
We've seen like a 94% increase in the number of calls that we are receiving from 988.
The Department of Health and Human Services says 988 has received over 20,000 calls from Nebraskans so far this year. In 2024, they received 23,000. Calls made to 988 are geolocated and routed to nearby call centers. In Nebraska, the operator center is located at Boys Town in Omaha. When operators are not able to de-escalate a person in crisis, they transfer the call to responders like Centerpoint or local authorities.
That call will come to us, and we have the option to either do phone intervention, so provide phone intervention, or go out and do a mobile crisis response call.
At Centerpoint alone, operators have responded to over 3,000 crisis calls from 2024 to 2025. Chisholm says with the addition of their youth and family crisis program, Square One, they've helped more families at the center and are seeing less phone calls to their lifeline.
The resources in and around Lincoln have increased for sure. Some people come in on their own. Some people have heard about us through friends, family, other community partners.
DHHS says since the call center in Boys Town opened, staffing has increased to cover call volumes. The initiative is currently funded with state general funds, and they don't have concerns in that regard moving forward. If you or someone you know is in crisis, help is available. Text or call 988 to speak with someone today.